All right, man. Coach up. You know what it is, man. Hey, how y'all doing, man? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. All right, man. So today's episode, I want to talk about something I seen on Charles Brown page. He says Bagfuel is becoming a problem. And I want to talk about this because I've been saying this about hip hop media. And yeah, we're going to talk about it. And I think this kind of ties into what I was saying before about certain things that hip hop media says that I think doesn't help the genre at all. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to that. Legendary Spill. This is Torch Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscriptions today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 13 subscribers, over 19,000. Yes, I am the king of the North. Let me know what kingdom you from. Also, too, go subscribe to Torch Talk After Hours. 25,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a cash prize. Make sure you here for that. And 4,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers on Torch Talk After Hours, I'll be giving away a cash prize. And October 23rd, there will be a battle rap event on this page. Make sure you here for that. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5:30. So click the video, watch for free. It's gonna be lit. Trust me when I tell you. So let's get it, man. All right, shout out to Charles Brown. So let's get it.
The Bagfuel podcast is starting to be a problem.
Only our culture as this extension to discredit you or to say, "Oh, you still rapping?" or hatred. But if I'm still nice, you're not taking nothing
But they don't
from
be
me.
nice, E. Sermon.
No. I said, if you still nice.
Those are the
If you
niggas
can
that
still
still
do
putting
it.
out project and nobody's beefing.
Nah,
But because some of y'all, this is my problem. Just because some of the old niggas are still good, right? Some of them, I'm not going cap.
Right.
They got them thinking all these other old niggas could do it, and then old nigga
I know,
off the
but
street,
that's on them.
a
They
48-year-old, a 49-year-old nigga that's never rapped
Everybody
before.
shouldn't.
I'm gonna go out there and rap now.
Everybody shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, the Bagfuel is done, bro. They done, bro. I don't know if this guy says things because he's looking to go viral, but some of his takes be extreme takes, and I'm talking like really bad takes. You do realize that the artist that you consider the greatest rapper of all time is over 50 years old. Like, let's keep it going, man. I don't want to talk too much yet.
What up, word? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, this YouTube stuff is a fraternity. It is like a group of guys that are coming up in the same building, in the same group, in the same mind state. We are a class, and some classes started before others. Like, it started with like the Vlad TVs and the Adam 22s. Those guys were in it for a while, and then you got the Curtis Kings and the Company Man, and then you got the newer guys like Jalopy, like me, like I want to say No Life Shack been around for a while, but like that kind of elk, that the hip hop stuff and things of that nature, and Math Hoffa. And for a time, we all, we built this thing together, right? We kind of like that we are extensions of each other, and we kind of got to play on each other's movement and momentum and support each other to a degree, and kind of have a school of fish mentality where we're all going down the same path. Well,
I don't know about that. I think that's one of the issues too, that everybody is becoming yes men. You know what I'm saying? I think that we shouldn't be super egregious about our takes though. Like this guy, like the dude, I don't know his name, not Charles, but the other guy. But as far as being a school of fish, I don't know about that. Because that means that we're all on one accord. But what happens when somebody disagrees? Now, again, people could say, well, this is what he's doing. But I think having an egregious take like, oh, you got these old rappers still that they thinking they can rap. But let's be clear here. Every rapper that's actually good is in their 30s or over 35. Every rapper that's actually good is over 35. So when he's talking about old heads, like what when you say 48 years old, if a rapper is over 35 and he's good, he at least got another 10 to 15, 20 years in him, because Jay-Z is still good. Nas is still good. So if they have 20 years in them, what are you saying? Like, your logic makes no sense.
I would never be overly disrespectful in any kind of way to my fellow YouTubers and for lack of a better word, podcasters, right? I have done videos before on different guys, but I try to keep it cool, right? Try to keep it professional and just say my piece and not be disrespectful. Like, I'll probably see any number of these people somewhere, some way, for some reason. So you don't want to be disrespectful just because you don't want to be disrespectful, right? But I do have to call it like I see it. I have done videos on What's the Dirt. I've done videos on Math Hoffa, right? I've done videos on different podcasters when it needs to be done. And this is just my thing. I'm a truth teller, and I also really 100%. I am a hip hop head, and I get very defensive about hip hop issues, especially when they contradict what the morals and the codes of hip hop should be. Right? I say all that to say, I just watched this Bagfuel episode with the legendary Eric Sermon. I watched the clip. Somebody in my salute to Dale, right, in my group chat sent this and said, those Bagfuel dudes got a problem with old rappers, right? I'm like, all right, I'll click that later, da-da-da. And they started bantering back and forth, talking about ageism and things of that nature. Salute to Juan. He was...
Yeah, I don't understand. Like I said, I don't understand the dynamic between rappers or people giving these takes about... This has been an age-old thing with rap. They're saying rappers are too old. Oh, this is for the youngins. Let the youngins... But then they say all the young rappers are trash. All the young rappers are not good. All the young rappers ain't doing what they supposed to do. But yet and still, these are the same people who champion the young rappers. Y'all say all these young rappers are trash, right? But then say all the old rappers are too old, but they're still good. It's like, let me explain something to y'all, man. There's no age in the music industry, bro. People, y'all do know that the Rolling Stones got to be the oldest group on the planet. In fact, I wouldn't even say the Rolling Stones. Stevie Wonder is still alive. He's still doing stuff. Like, people gotta understand, man. When you're a musician, there's no age limit. You are gonna do what you do. For some reason, that only applies to hip hop. I don't know why. I don't know why us as hip hop fans, we look at hip hop artists like, Malice, I believe, is 50. Jay-Z, I believe, is like 53. Eminem is like 50. Nas is in his 50s. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about when we talk about ageism? Like, what do we mean by this? I just don't get it. I don't understand when these old heads be saying that rappers that are actually good, that's older, shouldn't rap no more. They're giving fuel to these other old rappers that think they nice still, but they be nice. What are you talking about? Like, I don't understand it. I don't.
A little upset. Well, not upset, but he's like, you know what? F that. I like them guys, but we got to get past this ageism in hip hop. And they said a lot more than just ageism, and I want to talk about it. But Bagfuel is becoming a problem, gang. Just like I did that episode on Drink Champs when they brought out this who's this guy? the guy that runs with Charlemagne, right? When he had the problem with Kendrick. I got a problem. This is becoming kind of, it's getting a little, it's starting to be consistent, right? We're starting to see that these Bagfuel dudes a little bit on the wrong side of this hip hop thing right now, gang. I'm just gonna be honest, and I know you're gonna say, well, Charles, what do you mean you're on the wrong side? Everybody has their own opinion. Well, yeah, but hip hop is going a certain kind of way, right? We're getting away from the ageism, right? We're getting away from the Drakeism, and these guys seem to be very pro Drake. They've said some very suspect things about the whole situation, right? And they seem very, it's like they clicked up, kind of took shots at Nas, and it's just like, wait, what's going on over at Bagfuel, gang? Like, y'all supposed to be, you calling yourself the #1 hip-hop source, influence, whatever got going on, this, that, and the third. And like I said, I'm going to keep it respectful, but I do want to talk about this Heineken and Esso, and guess what? I have no problem with them. I was rooting for them just like I was rooting for Rory and Mal, believe it or not, right? I always tell the story that when I first started this channel, my channel was pro Rory and Mal, and I think I got my first 1,000 subscribers off of going at Joe Budden over Rory and Mal, but we have since seen what Mal has become and how ridiculous Rory and Mal have become, and I think
that's why this is exactly why I do what I want. I ain't gonna never be that guy following somebody. Nah, I always look at both sides because people lie. People lie. So I always look at both sides. And the crazy thing is about these dudes, Heineken and whatever his name is, I look at it like this. They've been saying some of the wildest things that I ever seen. But it's their right to say that. I don't have to agree with it though. I don't. And I think a lot of these people, y'all feel like y'all have to agree with these people. Some of y'all just agree because y'all really feel that way. But some of y'all be so scared. Like, nah, bro, you don't have to agree with that. But I think that they say things, but they don't think it through. Especially the guy that's talking. I think he just likes to be edgy. He's like to live on the edge. Like, no, dog. You're talking about ageism in hip hop, but yet and still, your favorite rapper is Jay-Z. Jay-Z's the GOAT, and he's the oldest. He's an old Billy Goat. Jay-Z. Well,
the only unsubscribe. I'm just gonna be. I never really unsubscribe from anybody. I unsubscribe from Rory and Mal and this other black content creators, a fat black guy, Aaron something or whatever. I can't remember his name, but when I get it, I'll let you know. But I don't unsubscribe lightly, K. I take that very. I let people say what they want to say. I let them cook. I didn't unsubscribe from What's the Dirt, so I don't really unsubscribe. But I unsubscribe from Rory and Mal just to let you know. The thing is, man, I take this so serious, right? And I especially take age serious because I am an artist, right? I am over 40, and I know a lot of people over 40, over 50 that can out-rap most of these motherfuckers that say they 22 years old, 32 years old, they tear your ass up, right? So
that's one thing I will say. Like, age don't, when it comes to, I'll put it to you like this. Anybody from 90, the late 90s that's been extremely good is most likely going to be still extremely good. I'll put it to you like this. Loaded Lux been around for a long time. Loaded Lux, Mook been around for a long time. Loaded Lux and Mook are clean niggas up. They're pretty old, but they'll clean niggas up. They've been around. Lux got about, I don't know, he got a couple of albums, and a couple of his albums is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people, I think what this dude is saying, one of the Bagfuel dudes, is kind of way off base. And I think what Charles is saying is true. Like, a lot of these old heads is really good at it. Look at the clips. They just dropped a classic. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Today, I run with a lot of people who express themselves musically, artistically, and do a very good job, make very good music. So when I see some older gentlemen like Heineken and Esso who go on their own podcast, bro said he's 49, Green hit 50, and he's on there talking about old niggas shouldn't be rapping. I take offense to that. I get very cross with that, right? I remember when Diddy said that your old ass shouldn't be right. Said that shit 15 years ago about old dudes rapping. 50 Cent said the same thing. And we got this uphill battle where we're always trying to knock down and bring down the older statesmen. You want us to support the young guys, but you don't want us to do the music no more. You just want us to step back and let them drill this shit all to death and do.
I understand what Charles is saying. I think with these old heads saying they don't want old niggas to rap no more, but yet and still they want old niggas to say that these young boys is fire. But the young boy, I'll put it to you like this: if the old heads stop rapping, anybody over 35 stop rapping that's actually of any notoriety, hip hop would be done. Hip hop would be done. Who's gonna hold up hip hop if Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, I ain't gonna include Eminem in Nas and Jay-Z. I'm just gonna say Kendrick, Drake, Cole, Freddie Gibbs, Rick Ross, I don't know, Tyler the Creator, who else? Who was that? All of these dudes are old. Griselda, they're all old. Everybody's old. So if we said, hey, you know what? All the rappers that's over 35 years old stop rapping, hip hop would collapse. It would collapse. So when you're talking like, who's going to really hold it up? The same people you say is trash, but then you saying old rappers should stop rapping? Come on, bro. Cut it out.
All kind of nonsense. No, we're not doing that. And so when I see someone of their ilk talking about an Andre 3000 and talking about the clips, right? Talking about the clips I thought, to me, it was kind of negative. I thought that they were, if you go watch the clip, I thought it was a negative conversation about the clips. It sounded like they have little to no respect for older rappers. And
nah, he said, I seen it. He said, I ain't listening to that. That's what he said. They said, you ain't hear the Clips album? He said, I ain't listening to that. Man, that wouldn't get my ears. That's what he said. He said that. He said that.
That nigga mentality. That's why rap is fighting itself in the hood, in the streets, and online and everywhere else when people start talking about that ageism shit. That's why we have these problems. That's why Andre 3000 don't want to come back and rap, right? Because he's going to hear this nonsense. And luckily, Eric Sermon said on the video that he heard that Andre 3000's kids told him, Dad, this is beyond you. Well, I would like to tell them little niggas, like, we want to hear what Andre got to say. I'm just going to be honest. Those little people.
That's wild. Yo, that is crazy. Oh my God. Bruh. All right, so look. I'm gonna put it to you like this. If Andre 3000 is making a whole album of him playing the flute, he shouldn't have no problem doing a whole album of him rapping again. And I don't understand the whole age thing with him. Like, I don't. So y'all saying that, so basically what y'all saying is hip hop has an age limit. You shouldn't be rapping if you were a certain age anymore. Like, well, my cousin said that to me. He said, I said, yeah, I'm thinking about doing another album. And he was like, man, what dinosaur? I'm like, he said, you good still, don't get me wrong, but you old. I'm like, so musicians can't be old? No, man, you ain't a musician though. You a rapper. And I'm like, you good? Won't you we make beats. We could just have fun. Man, it ain't fun. When you old, it's not fun. And I was like, really? And I said to myself, that makes me now even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But You can never get you can never be an old rapper. If you're good at something, people gonna appreciate it. Trust me when I tell you. If you're good at it, they're gonna love you. If you're old or young. And there is a lot of rappers that is old that people love. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I could literally, man, I'm good too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm actually really good. I'm trying to toot my own horn, but I'm actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And I could do something. I just be so consumed with other things, but maybe I'll work on something. Who knows? Maybe I'll work on something. I got a lot of ideas too.
Right? I'm not gonna call him that, but at the end of the day, I don't know his kids. I don't know nothing about nothing going on in his family, but I feel like Andre 3000, they said in the chat that he won verse of the year right after he said he shouldn't be rapping no more. Right? So then he won verse of the year, won a Grammy or some shit. So it's like, gang, like we need these elder statesmen because nobody else is holding up like that. Nas making the best music of his career, right? But these guys were on the Jim Jones train. When Jim Jones was talking about he's better than Nas, this, that, and the third, they started saying some really funny stuff.
And that's another thing too. Jim Jones is 50. He's about to be 50. He's still good. It's like, I'm gonna put it to you like this. All the rappers have grown up and they're still in the game. All the rappers that have been rapping since they were young, still in the game. Even though Cameron and Mace hasn't did anything, they be doing freestyles on their show. All of these rappers they're still in the game. All of them. So when this dude Bagfuel and when they say stuff that I think it's funny. Because I'm like, well, what are we talking about here? I just don't understand it.
Stuff about Nas in defense of Jim Jones. Talking about when they were trying to defend Jim Jones's social media presence and is he more relevant than Nas is than the third. The goofiest conversation that we had in all of 2025 was Jim Jones more relevant than Nas. And the Bagfuel guys co-signed it. They had him up there and was very tippy-toe around it. And then they started supporting him. Like, what does Nas really have for da-da-da? Well, Nas could pack out the fucking Madison Square Garden right now. So
yeah, I don't understand that. I didn't understand that argument. I really didn't. That was a stupid podcast. Stupid. But y'all want to watch the rest on his channel. I just wanted to bring that to y'all. I think that was an interesting talk, interesting conversation about the ageism in hip hop. The irony in this whole thing is that's all y'all listen to is old hip hop. So y'all don't want the same rappers to actually rap anymore, but all y'all listen to is older hip hop, which is crazy to me. All of you dudes who still listening to all of these different older rappers, but yet and still y'all out here saying that they shouldn't rap no more. Come on, bro. I don't understand it. It's just crazy to me, but thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace, bye.